Hey, Miles here, milesbecker.com. In this video, you are going to learn about a very common YouTube scam. There's a group of manipulative marketers out there who are leveraging the tactics you're going to learn about in this video to hook you in to buying their courses, their membership programs, their mentorship, and on and on and on. Their goal is to get you addicted to buying their products, making you think that you always need that next thing from them. It's how they fund their fancy car lifestyle. So we're going to kind of cover how this works from an industry standpoint, because literally there's an industry built around this, which is extremely shady. Then you're going to learn a specific software tool. This software tool is going to show you how, and I'll show you how to do it. We're going to get on the computer and you're going to know exactly how to use this free tool to go analyze the data behind some of these YouTube gurus out there, so you can let the data guide you and tell you whether they're scheming the system or not. This is the ultimate goal of this video. I'm not trying to run anybody's name through the dirt here. I'm trying to give you a tool and a resource you can use so you can analyze the people, because here's what goes on. The groups of gurus change, right? There's a group around cryptocurrency, went huge last year. That popped. It got taken down by the federal government. There was another one before that called Mob. That got taken down from the federal government. People lost upwards of $60,000 in that scam. Before that, there was Empower Network and other ones. It's one after another after another. So you need to understand the method and then the tool of how to protect yourself. That's what we're going to get into here. So first and foremost, I got a couple of little quick stories. Before I get into that, why is this so important for you on two levels? Number one, I don't want you to waste your money on BS that's not going to get you where you're going. They're using this get rich quick type mentality, this get rich quick marketing. They're flashing guru flash objects like Lamborghinis and private jets and scantily clad women in order to garner your attention, making you think they have something that's going to help you get that lifestyle too. The truth is almost all of that is rented, it's leased, it's borrowed. It's not actually the truth of what's going on. On the other side, if you're a content creator and you're looking at what they're doing and their results and their numbers, and you're looking at your results, there's going to be a big gap there because you're not manipulating the system in the same way they are, and that can mess with your mindset. And the trick to being a consistent publisher over time is to keep your mindset screwed on straight to keep moving forward effectively. So two quick stories as I promised. Number one, I'm at a rooftop bar in Barcelona, kind of on a night between a conference. I'm there for a conference. I meet a guy. This guy makes $150,000 a month selling fake YouTube subscribers, fake YouTube views, fake comments, fake Instagram likes, fake everything, right? He literally is in the black market. Now, this is over 2 years ago, and he was making $150,000 per month. And he told me very specifically some of the gurus that are very well known are on monthly plans to buy every month from his system. So they buy followers, they buy views, they buy subscribers, and then they buy engagements. Then they're turning around and reselling this to third-party businesses. That's what the Instagrammers are doing. And a lot of them are using them just to manipulate, to make themselves look more successful than they actually are. So that's number one, is there's this huge dark economy going on. I know people on the inside. I know some of the buyers. I know the customers of these people. I'm not going to call them out by name, but it's a real thing. Then at another event in Bali I was speaking at, I met a girl who ran a social media marketing agency, and she essentially fessed up to the fact that she's buying my exact other friend's products for her clients. So she actually ran this as an agency model of, let me make you Insta famous, let me make you YouTube famous, but all she's doing is buying fake likes, fake followers, fake subscribers. Now, this is never going to help you build a real long-term business. What's happening is these unscrupulous marketers are leveraging these vanity metrics to make themselves look fancier and more successful than they are, so they can sell you their scam. They're selling a get-rich-quick thing. They need to make it look like it works, so they rent the Lamborghini and then they boost up, they kind of juice, they steroid up their numbers to make it look like they actually have kind of the goods. You end up buying in for hundreds if not thousands of dollars. Then it doesn't work, so obviously you need to buy their next program. You buy that one, it doesn't work still. Then you need to join their mentorship program. You buy that, it still doesn't work. One Facebook advertising guru scammed me personally out of $8,000. That's part of why I'm on this mission to shine a little light on the darker side of this area. So those are the two stories. One last thing before we get on the computer. We're getting on the computer. It's important to remember that People who create true wealth in one generation, meaning like I grew up poor, right? I grew up in a poor working class household, and I've been able to create a multi-million-dollar business. People who do go through that process invest in assets, not liabilities. Big watches, private jets, fancy houses, fancy cars, those are all liabilities. That is not what truly wealthy people do. And if you're interested in learning what real true wealthy people do, I highly recommend the book, The Millionaire Next Door. It completely changed my mindset around what wealth is and what I was shooting for and aiming for in this life. It's a very academic study of millionaires across our country. It'll really clue you into the truth of what's going on. Now, let's jump onto the computer. The first thing we're going to look at is the actual tool. So the tool is called Social Blade, and it is a free tool. We're going to run this tool on 3 separate YouTube channels that are growing naturally, so you can see what the growth curve, and so you can see how the tool works. Then we're going to go look at the growth of unnatural ones. These are some fake gurus that I've taken screenshots of their Social Blade, so you can see what it looks like when they're gaming the system. You want to obviously avoid giving money and spending money with people who are gaming the system. So this is me. I've got a grade of B-. That's pretty good. Better than I did in college, to be honest. And there's 2 specific areas. All you have to do, sorry, I didn't show you here. All you do is you either enter the YouTube username up here, or you enter the YouTube username down here and you search. So you can just type in Miles Beckler and it'll find me, and then you pull me up here. So scrolling down, there's this first graph, which is the daily graph of subscriber growth and video views. And then down below, we have the actual graph of the views per month and then the graph of the subs per month, right? So this is a natural looking graph. In this area between October 2017 and early 2018, I was not putting thumbnails on my videos within 48 hours. I had my graphics guy doing that. And since I've remedied that, things have moved up. Also, I've been doing a ton of optimization and split testing of my click-through rate through literally A/B testing. I've got a YouTube SEO video. I'll have that link pop up above my head. These are the results from me running that sort of work and optimizing my videos. Very natural growth curve. Now we're on to wifey, right? So this is my wife's channel that we're looking at here. She's got a few more subscribers than I do. She's at 94,000. I'm at 93,000. And here's her kind of growth pattern. This will make sense. I'll go deeper onto this graph next. But here's her graph, and very steady growth on hers, and things really clicked up a few months ago. What did my wife change to get it to click up a few months ago? She started publishing a video every other day. She's been doing a video every 48 hours for several months now, and you can see the growth has been noteworthy here. I also tested running some paid video ads, just some ads right here on YouTube to get some extra reach to them. So those 2 things combined have gotten her up. We have not been running ads for about a month and a half, so you can see things have kind of leveled out, but they're sitting in this much higher range. Finally, I've got my friend Aaron Dowdy. He is a guest teacher for the YouTube training inside of my contentandconversion.com membership program. He has about 550,000 subscribers. I think this is actually a little low. I think he's at 600,000 at this point in time. And you can see here are his numbers on the graph, and then here's his graph. Again, a very natural looking growth, right? It's consistently going up. It's got some ups and downs a little bit here and there, but it's consistently going in one general direction. You can follow these low points from this low point to this low point on up and up and up, and it has an upward trend. So that's what you're looking for. If you're like, are these people scamming the system? If their graph looks like this, the odds are they're not. This is a very natural growth pattern. You can see it here. Sometimes you have high increases, and that's actually normal. Sometimes we have these little low points, and then it comes back up. That's all normal. Now we're going to look at what it looks like when it is manipulated. And this is what you're looking for. And this is what I want. If I was to walk away knowing you were going to do something, it's the next time you're about to drop $500 or $1,000 on somebody's product and you're hyped up by their webinar and you're hyped up by their flashes of the hot girls and the fancy jets and the fancy cars, and you're all excited, you take a moment to go cross-reference them in this tool and then start to think, is this all manipulated? Are they really gaming me emotionally to try to take advantage of me and just steal my money? Because that's what's going on a lot of the times. So these are just screenshots, and I've blurred out their names because, again, I'm not giving anyone lip service. Their names do not cross my channel if they're manipulating things, because all press or good press or some phrase like that. So they get 0 press from me. So I blurred it out, but we're going to look through this a little bit closer. Now this one is really, really interesting. So this person, you can see they have 1.3 million subscribers. And on their 1.3 million subscribers, you can see they have literally days where they have negative subscriber growth. Negative 48 on 1.3. And on the last 5 or so days, they haven't even had more than 100 subscribers. This is a very, very large gap. When they have 1.3 million subscribers and they're barely growing by 100 a day, this means the odds are at one point they were paying to grow their channel massively and they aren't paying anymore. And that gap between how big of a difference there is. So let's go back and look. We've got my friend Aaron who has 550,000 YouTube followers, YouTube subscribers. You can see right here, 557,000. He's growing on average by 875, 650, 820, 1,000 per day. If this growth carries, he should be getting between 1,500 and 2,000 subscribers per day when he gets to just 1.1 million. So 2,500 or so a day is what we would expect at 1.3 million. But yet this fake guru right here who sells multiple agency courses, you see it a lot with drop shipping, and agency right now is the hot spot, and that will change as to what all the scammers are scamming right now. But this is an agency person selling agency stuff, and you can just see their numbers are flat out manipulated. So we scroll down here to the lower area, and I'm actually gonna get my pen because I got to make sure you catch this. This is really, really quite interesting, shady. I don't exactly know the right words to use here, but I'm gonna draw on this for you to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So right here, we've got the monthly views. This number right here, and I'm gonna go green on that. This is 0. This is literally like 0 monthly views on this line here. How in the world does someone have negative 10,000 monthly views? M is a Roman numeral for 1,000. Just, you know, they literally have negative 10,000 views in a month. How is that even possible? And this is one of the biggest other signs that you can get is when you have these dramatic drops well below reverting to the mean. That's probably a little bit of an advanced statistical idea. When you see the average is running somewhere in here and then it drops well over 100% below to something that's negative, run away. This person is absolutely manipulating everything. They're trying to game the system to try to game you, and that's a huge problem. And you can see right here, I've got, you notice the red dot, this is where I have my mouse cursor when I took this screenshot, and you can see negative 1,000 subscribers in a month's period of time. Literally. So one of two things happened in this month. Number one, YouTube themselves went and deleted a bunch of the fake accounts because they're clearly buying from bot farms in Bangladesh. Or number two, they somehow scammed enough people into clicking subscribe once that they all woke up and reversed out of it in their own way. They unsubscribed. The odds are this is actually YouTube dropping the hammer on deleting their fake subscribers for them. You notice the really high highs that go down to really low lows within a month or two. So this is actually going from over 100,000 subscribers down to almost 0. This is literally like 1,000 subscribers. That is a 99% decrease in the course of a few months. Anytime you see this, you know that this person is just gaming the system and you want to run away. Now I've got a few more examples. I don't think I'll need to draw on the other examples. They're pretty clear from here, but let me go into some of these other examples for you. So here's looking at just the graph. And I want you to understand, looking at the graph, when you see the negative subscriber numbers and consistently single-digit subscriber numbers, run away. That shows that whatever they did to get these 98,000 subscribers, they're actually not doing anymore. So they were buying them, they were getting them from a bot farm, and they've completely stopped. So 98,000 subscribers, that's more than my wife and I both have. So let's go jump over and look at what a real channel with that many subscribers looks like. So I'm getting between, what's my low day? I had a 35 day, okay, 35, 59, but I have a lot of days, 104, 174, 200 subscribers in a day, 216 in a day. My wife has 94,000 subscribers, so also less than that example, and she's pretty consistently at the 150, 209, 198, 165. She's got 2 dates under 100 subscribers. This is natural, right? Because it's a natural growth. So when you see these types of numbers with the negatives showing up, that is a clear sign that you want to run away. So the next one is, we went through this one, and just to show you, he had negative ones as well. So the next one I'm going to go to real quick is example number 4. And here you can see where my cursor is, this gigantic drop down. Not to mention the huge spike and the huge spike, probably two gigantic buys, right? They paid a bunch of money because they're doing some advertising campaign. They made some new fancy pants videos, and then it just drops off and down, down, down it goes. And again, you're looking for these huge dips. They probably just missed a payment. Their credit card failed in the provider that they're buying their views and fans from, etc. And you see these huge dips. That is a big time sign that something not right is going on. We're going to go into one more. I think this one is the last one. And you can see it starts at 0, it climbs up, they pay a bunch, they get a bunch of views, it drops down. It's these drastic month over month drops that you're looking for, right? So to go from 20,000 down to about 4,000, that's losing 80% of your subscribers in a couple of months period. This is 2 months period that they lost 80%. Here again, from over 20,000 down to about, I don't know, 5,000, 6,000, you're losing 80, 90% of your subscribers right then and there. That really goes to show. And also on this one, just take a look, 210,000 subscribers up in this area. I want to make sure you can see where I'm at. Let me grab my pen real quick and do the screenshot of this. So again, we're looking at this person, they have 210,000 subscribers, right? You can see in this line, and they're barely growing by 20, 40, 50, 31 per day, right? And these big drops is what you're looking for. When there are massive drops in short periods of time, that is a clear sign that what they did is they paid money to get this sort of ramp up, and then it all falls down. And that's dangerous, because what happens is a lot of times these people will turn it on to make enough to make their Lambo payments, to make their mansion payments, to do what they need to do, and then they disappear because they just scammed a bunch of people out of money. They get through the refund period, and then when they need to make more payments, when they need to make more money, they turn the machine on and they do it all over again. So MOBE, M-O-B-E, is one of these scams that got shut down by the Federal Trade Commission last year. People were invested tens of thousands of dollars. Literally, one guy had over $65,000 in it. And here's the worst part to me. The YouTube scammers that were promoting that clearly a scam program. It was an MLM scam. It got shut down by the government. It was so bad. Instantly went and switched all their links and started promoting yet another scam. And all of their graphs look very similar to these. They have those massive run-ups and then those massive drop-downs. And there's a huge differentiation. They'll have 200,000 subscribers, 300, 500, a million subscribers, and 10, 5, 2, 20, negative 15 subscribers per day. When you see channels that have 100,000 subscribers, they should be getting hundreds of subscribers per day every day. If they've got a million subscribers, they should be bringing in thousands of subscribers every day, unless they gamed the system. And why would they game the system? Because they need to look better off than they are, so they can sell you the scam that their get-rich-quick system will work for you, with the ultimate goal of manipulating you into buying all of their courses. It's not just that front-end sale. That's what they hook you in with, and then they don't deliver because that product actually doesn't work, because they actually don't know how to teach what they're doing. So they sell you another product, and they keep coming up with new solutions and new products, and that is the way the game goes. But now you know the tool that will allow you to do a little bit of research, so you can let data guide you, because the data does not lie. That's why I like using these data-driven tools. When I look at people, I see people growing way faster than me. I'm like, wow, how is this person growing so fast? And then I go look, and it's like, oh, they've been buying it. They're just buying it from my friend, right? And I've even talked about a few people, and it's really interesting when you get to know the underbelly of the YouTube marketing world. But now you have a tool, a resource, a free way to go check on these people to see if they're full of it or if they're worthy of your money, your investments. I think you'll learn more by doing the work, building it out, getting the experience hands-on yourself. I bootstrapped a multi-million-dollar business with a $95.40 investment in website domain and hosting, and about 5 years of hard work to really get momentum on my side. I still believe that's the best way. They're going to sell you get rich quick, but that ain't the way this game works. That is not the way it works. And when you really wrap your head around that, you reinforce it with data, you can get on your path, you can run your race at your pace, and then, my friend, you are on the true path to creating the business that you desire. I hope this has been helpful. Give me a thumbs up. If you know somebody who needs to see this, who's been falling for scam after scam after scam, and they're ringing up a credit card debt, grab the URL, send it to them, put this in a Facebook group if you have a Facebook group that needs to hear it. I appreciate you, and I look forward to connecting with you on the next video. Till we meet again, be well.